If you guys are after a budget-friendly camper, I'm going to show you how we do it in this van. Let's get into it. All right, so for those who want to see the van tour, we're going to jump straight into that. But those who want to see the behind the scene footage, hang around for the full video and we'll show you how we do it. Out the back, pull it out. You've got a massive drawer here, loads of storage throughout. So you can fit heaps of stuff in there. Then you can pull a meter long table out again. You can have the table out just by itself, put the drawer back in, and then just pull the table out. So you got your camping chairs out or you're sitting back, you pull up, works a treat. Now, we'll show you this little feature, which I think is one of the best bits about this van. So it goes from people carrier, 5-seater van, slide that forward, cock the seat forward. We made these little triangle arms. You lock them in on both sides. And then that top folds out on the piano hinge and you have a 1900 long bed. How easy is that? Another little feature. We can actually extend our bed right out. Compact as, tucked away, just like that also. All right, let's get into the behind the scenes footage. Here we have the Hyundai Imax. So we've been making up a unit in the shop. We're gonna pull these seats out. We'll leave the seat belts up in there, but we'll just unbolt them down in that point there on both sides. We're gonna unbolt these seats out, and then we're gonna slide our unit in and have a look and see what we can do to start fixing our unit down. The middle row seats will stay. They can slide forward in the Imax. So there's a couple different settings. So this unit's going to be in place behind this middle row of seats, but then pretty cool feature, which we'll show you later in the video, how it's going to convert to a little camper, but then just be your daily driver as well. Let's go. All right, me and Lockie have unbolted the seats. Now we're just going to take the seats out of the van, store them neatly in the workshop, ready for the client to take it away when he picks up the van. Now we've made the structure of the van, we're going to put it in for a check fit. We're going to check the spare tyre and any little bolts or anything that need to be removed. We're going to do that now. But overall, it's looking pretty good. So we'll go take it back inside to the workshop. We'll drill out that hole to access the spare tyre. And then we are going to mark out the perimeter with masking tape. So we can take it back out and then measure off that point to access our original bolt hole. So no drilling required in this build. We're going to utilize the factory holes that were holding the rear seats down, and we're going to, by doing that, we'll show you how we do that by taping it out, measuring off that point to then drill out into our main structure. So now that we taped them out and measured them, we've translated those marks onto our structure, and we have the same bolts that were just slightly longer, same thread. We're putting them in, they lined up perfect. That was the benefit of taping it out, and just doing that little bit of work prior to makes this process so much better. So we're going to go through, put all our bolts in, and then we're going to measure from the base of the structure to the center line of our drawer. And we want to add 5 mil of clearance for this next drawer. So then we can go inside and mark that onto the drawer that we have made to be able to install it with a 5 mil clearance on our drawer runners. We'll show you how we do that. So now we have that measurement. I'm going to translate that to our little square and run that across the bottom of that internal drawer that's going into that main structure. So the easiest way is just to have flat surface, clear the space, and then make sure that you can get a nice easy run with it. So just mark it out as seen here, come back from the other way so that you don't run the square off, trace that all the way through, and then that's going to give us a nice point where we will screw our holes dead center of the drawer runner. Now I'm just going to give the drawer a good sand on all the edges so that when you open it up, you're leaning in or you're reaching over that. You just don't want to rub yourself or scratch yourself on your arms or your forearms. It can be quite sharp, so give all the edges a good sand there before the box goes into the car. So now we're going to get the Tassie oak, and that is going to go underneath the drawer itself, so the drawer and the table can pull out, or you can pull the table out separately. So we're just going to cut that up on the table saw to size, and we're going to follow the exact same steps as we did with the drawer. So we're going to check on that drawer runner itself in terms of height, where that center hole needs to be able to actually fix it. Upon doing that, it looks like we need to put some rails underneath the drawer itself to have the table come out at a good height above the drawer runner. So we're going to screw some rails down first. So just put them all the way across, even them up between, and then we're going to recheck that measurement just to make sure we're happy with our height. We'll set that on the square, and then we'll do the exact same process and run that through for our screw line. Do that on both sides. Alright, so now we have the drawer runner inner taken out, we have that line, and we are screwing our runner on. Oh, I'm just sweet on the face. Sorry about that. That was a workshop banger in the moment. Shout out to the Kooks. I think I had that song as my ringtone for a good 2 years. Absolute banger. Back to it. You're just going to do that on both sides. Flip it around, screw them in, make sure it's nice and solid, and then we're going to get that table and insert it into place, and it's ready to rock and roll. Time to give the van a quick blowout after we drilled out and put our bolts in. We are ready to bring the unit in and see how we went. Alright, so I'm just bringing it in, sitting it in place, just going to have a check fit, make sure everything is working, it fits correctly before I go ahead and screw the actual inner off to the structure. So it's all looking good. Now that center line, this is where that comes into play. So that's going to help assist and get that drawer runner 5mm up, give it the same clearance all the way around, get it sitting nice inside. And we're going to do that front and back of the drawer runner, and then we can go through and screw the rest of the actual unit off. It's looking good, coming together well. So here you can see, just screwing in the back of the other side, lining it up, checking that center line, and just going to screw that off on all the other spare screw holes there. Put it back in, check fit the table. Now we are bringing in the top. So we've screwed the full solid 16mm base down, and now this is the extension part which allows the bed to finger joint slide out. So we're just going to sit that in place. It's looking good. We've marked out those slats and crossed all the parts that need to be glued down. Double check that. Lockie is just going through here now with the Sikaflex and putting that on all the parts that will stay fixed onto the bed. And then the other parts are obviously the parts that will slide out. Once that's all Sikaflexed off, we carefully bring it in, line it up, sit it down nice, and then I can reach in from the front side and screw off what I can get to with the reach of my arms. Obviously I can't get to all of them, but we'll show you how we attach the back side. So essentially all of it is fixed in the whole way. Okay, so now we have that 300mm extension there that we can just see now, and this is what piano hinges in place. So piano hinges from the actual base itself, slides over, can come back and forth. So now we're just going to get the 40mm screws that we use to screw the whole thing together through that piano hinge, and it's actually going to hold it all down, nice and solid. Now we're going to cut some triangle arms, and this is what that extension rests on, as well as what our wing supports off the side of the unit rest on. We'll get right into that. I'll show you that now. We're just going to sit that in position, get it nice and flat, and mark where those triangles need to be so we can just fix them in the right spot. Now we're just going to come through, have a look at them. We're going to screw the back side off. Get on the other side of it so it's easier to screw for a start. And then just attach that piano hinge all the way to the unit. So now I'm just going to cut the storage wing. I've just taken a rough measurement. It's going to need to be scribed, cut down into place because it's going to be removable, but we want it to still fit tight so it doesn't slide around. So just rip that on the panel saw. Now we're going to take it over to the van and show you how to scribe it. So here are the tools that are needed to scribe. You've got your square, your bifold rule, and a pencil. So now we're just going to line up that square, extend it through with the rule to get where the curve starts so we can mark it. And then we're going to go back to where the curve ends and mark that as well. And this way then we can sort of just do the point to point of where it starts and where it ends. Sort of look at the van, see if it curves, if it's pretty straight. And I've just put a little curve on it from that corner. So I thought originally that it might curve. And then from then on, it's fairly straight after that. So we'll take it inside, get the jigsaw out, give it a cut, and see how we go. So, jigsaw's perfect job for this one. It's nice and easy. First check, needs a little bit more off it. It wasn't as curved as what I thought. So I think we're going to take it back inside and take that curve out of it and just keep it on that straight point to point. Let's see how we go. Much better. It's looking good. So now we're just going to install our little triangles that it will rest on. Now, while I was cutting the wing, Lockie was cutting the face piece. So here's the first test fit. Couple more little tweaks needed. Back inside to the workshop. Again, using the jigsaw. It's the easiest one to use for this job. But overall, it has come up awesome. It's looking really good. Face piece now, all sorted. Now we just have to use the bit that we've cut out for the bottom. Wing pieces are in, extend it out. We just have to fix the face piece of the table off. Here you can see Lockie is cutting out that bottom piece that is used for the table front. So we just cut that out of the original one. So again, use that with the jigsaw. Now it's all good to go. We're putting some screws through and this is going to help us mark our face piece. So we screw through just a little bit so the tips come out. And then when we sit that front piece on, we can hit it with a hammer and that gets it into position. Now we're just going to screw the rails on for the side face piece. Use the right angle for this bit because it's pretty tricky. So they go on and then we can shape that side piece. We're going to sand our table now, back the van back into the workshop. Give all the edges a good sand, give the top a nice sand as well, which has already been done. And then we can wipe it down and you can stain it. In this instance, we are just using a clear coat. So spread some clear coat out. We're going to roll it on. Good coverage with this one all the way through. And then we can finish off the edges with a brush or brush it over depending on the finish that you want. But let that dry and then sand it again, wipe it down with a rag or however you want to do it. And then we usually do 2 to 3 coats for this process, but this is just step 1 of that. All right, now that clear coat's been done, we're just giving the unit a final sand and then we just go over it with a cabinet wax. So that's pretty much a wrap on the build. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're really stoked with how it came together, being so compact, massive amounts of storage, and then the standard people mover with the option of the extended bed as well. So please leave your comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the build. Thanks for watching.